All right, folks, let's talk a bit about the YNW case. Now, as everybody knows at this point, a mistrial was declared, right? What's a mistrial? A mistrial is when a jury can't unanimously agree on the verdict. Remember, either with an acquittal or a conviction. In criminal cases, the verdict must be unanimous. Every single juror must agree, right? What happens when every single juror doesn't agree? Well, it's possible the judge will implore the jurors to continue to deliberate, right? The judge will issue charges that will effectively try to convince the jury to keep going. Why is that? Because a trial takes up a whole lot of time and money, right? And the court system is interested in finalizing criminal cases, because if criminal cases aren't finalized, they become more expensive, and the system as a whole has more trouble handling these cases. And so, if and when a jury continues to deliberate, asks to see more evidence, continues to deliberate, and can't come to a unanimous verdict, what happens is that jury is now a hung jury, right? A jury that cannot agree one way or the other. And if there's a hung jury, the judge has no choice but to issue a mistrial, right? Which basically means that we have the right to go again, right? The prosecution has the right to bring these charges again and try the defendant again. Now, some folks may say that's not fair, right? The prosecution has the burden of proof. The prosecution must prove the case beyond a reasonable doubt. And if the prosecution can't do that, then that's on them. And the case should end there and then. But that unanimous verdict standard is what prevails in our law, right? Now, what are the consequences of this? Well, the consequences are that both sides know each other's evidence now. Both sides know each other's strategy now, right? So the defense can say, I know the prosecution's evidence. I know the witnesses that the prosecution is going to put on. I know the physical evidence is going to come into play, right? That's important in building a defense for that possible second trial, right? The government doesn't have to try the defendant again, but particularly in serious cases such as murder cases, they do that, right? And same with the prosecution, right? The prosecution now knows the defense's theories of defense. And that's most important in a criminal case if you're a criminal defendant, right? To make sure that you have a plausible theory of defense to present to the jury. So if and when there is a second trial, all of that will be at play. Now, that evidence can change, right? The prosecution can bring in new witnesses as long as proper notice is given to the defendant, right? The defendant can introduce new evidence as well. Right. So it'll be interesting to see what the differences are as the second trial comes close. It's possible that the government will offer a plea deal. That happens sometimes in cases that result in mistrials, but oftentimes in serious cases, particularly serious murder cases, that's rare. So it'll be interesting to see what happens as the second trial comes and how it differs from the first trial. Which side will benefit more during this retrial of the defendant.
Thank you for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed my commentary, found it useful. If you did, please feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/dshacklaw. youtube.com/dshacklaw.
Well, that was Counsel Dmitriy from the D-Shack Law YouTube channel. I encourage you to go to the description below this video and subscribe to his YouTube channel. Click on the notification bell and also like and share his videos. Here's some great commentary with regards to law and crime, and he will be visiting us on here at Dicto Media. We are going to be partnering with him actually to come in and demystify and break down those tough concepts with regards to law and crime, so that we can easily understand each and every concept in that field. So he will be visiting us a couple of times. What I would just encourage you is to go to his YouTube channel and click the subscription button and also turn on the notification bell. Thank you, lawyer or counsel Dmitriy. By the way, he's from the New York City and he has his law firm in there. Go and subscribe to his YouTube channel.